As you guys may have known in our last video or our last podcast, we essentially talked about the Stern Pinball teaser of showing puzzle pieces. And we were wondering if that was going to be what next game could that be from Stern? And it turns out it's not a next game from Stern. And that is totally my fault. I made the massive mistake of believing that when a pinball company put out a teaser, that it would be about a pinball machine. But I'm here to tell you today, I was wrong. As we can tell, it turns out that it is in fact a puzzle by Stern. So not only have they dominated the pinball industry, and now after coming off dominating the book industry after releasing their 30 years of Stern Pinball, or whatever that book was called. It was a few years after the Kickstarter, but it's out for you guys after the past couple of months. They have turned their attention to puzzles. Now, looking at this, nothing about this really says pinball to me besides the flippers and the pinball, I guess, but pretty much it's by Stern, I think, or it's an artist that Stern contracted out, that Urban Aztec, Jesse Hernandez, which does great art, by the way, but I guess they have these artists that are in their stable and now they're moving on to producing puzzles, which, is pretty cool. I don't mind branching out, making that income any way you can. And plus, I got to admit, the artwork on here, it is pretty dope. It is pretty dope. And my wife loves puzzles, so I'm going to pretty much just take credit for this because obviously in my videos, you guys can sometimes see puzzles laying around, and I'm sure that just gave Stern like an idea. And they were just sitting around one day, just throwing darts at the wall and just said, got it, puzzles. That's it. I mean, it makes sense to me. It checks out. But either way, this actually looks pretty sweet. I'm not going to lie. And I'm not a huge puzzle fan. Again, just like I said, my wife is. So something like this, I could see her getting, because I could see this being valuable for people that, like to do puzzles, obviously, but two, if you happen to just put your puzzles up on the wall, I guess it would be pretty cool for game rooms or whatnot. I know I like collecting posters from different shows I go to, and this artwork is just pretty cool. So it makes sense. It makes a logical sense is what I'm trying to say. And it looks like they got another one for sale right here for the cheap price of $24.99. But hey, I've seen some puzzles more expensive than that with less pieces. Won't lie about that. But this looks pretty cool too. I mean, it's pretty dope artwork either way. So I can't be mad. I mean, I've gotten used to anyways, any pinball machine I have in here, they start to fall apart. So it's kind of like a puzzle, putting them back together. So I could see the inspiration right here of going with more puzzles. But yeah, it was, I mean, all of us thought, and especially me, I thought that they were teasing, they were using a puzzle. Like I said, I made the mistake of thinking that a pinball company putting out pictures saying coming soon of something, I didn't take it literal that they were actually putting out a puzzle. I thought it meant when a pinball company puts out a teaser of something that they're teasing a pinball machine. That's what I thought. But evidently, no, it's literally a puzzle. A puzzle. And they're in on it. They know. Look at this. I can appreciate a good troll. That one cracks me up. That one definitely cracks me up. So anybody that's watching this, if you're not aware, the image that came out of Stern that you might have seen floating around that I talked about on this very channel just last week on my last podcast, it is literally a puzzle. Cannot stress that enough. It's not Godzilla. It's not James Bond. It's definitely not Mortal Kombat. I know a lot of people are hoping it's Mortal Kombat, but no, it's not. It's not that either. It's a puzzle. But that's all I got though, guys. I just wanted to make sure everybody was aware because I'm actually still getting questions about it as of this morning. And I was like, oh crap, I got to go ahead and address this because some people have not seen this yet and they are legitimately waiting for a game announcement like any time now. And I'm sure one's coming, obviously. I would say probably if you were to really ask me when I think a game announcement's coming, I would say probably within the next month or so, or maybe even slightly under a month. It's usually right around a week to 2.5 weeks or so right after TPF usually would be. And of course, naturally, TPF is not happening this year, but that's pretty much where the timelines typically add up. Now, again, I don't know if that's going to be the same this year. But we shall see, because obviously things have kind of gotten a little all over the place thanks to COVID. But so that's what it is, though, guys. I'm repeating myself now. It's a puzzle, nothing more. That's all I got. I'll talk to you guys soon. Later, guys.